You see Myron cut ties with Ryan Dawson. Never trust an atheist. Nick been told you, bro. Ryan has been like, chat. Ryan has been the most like bitter. Like he tweeted. Okay, Sneeko Updates tweeted an engagement bait. He said, "20K or dinner with Sneeko." Clearly, just trying to engagement bait. And Ryan Dawson replies, "20K." Like sick, Ryan Dawson. Like, did you think you were gonna get 20K by replying to the tweet? Why are you you're so banned everywhere. Like, I was banned on Twitter for 13 years. So now you have access to Twitter, and you're gonna waste valuable tweets to be like, I'd rather have 20K than dinner with Sneak. Like, sick, dude. Like,
how did he get mad at this?
gonna get 20K by replying to the tweet. Why are you you're so banned everywhere. Like, I was banned on Twitter for 13 years. So now you have access to Twitter, and you're gonna waste valuable tweets to be like, I'd rather have 20K than dinner with Sneak. Like,
valuable.
Sick, dude. Like, cool, bro. I don't get the mindset.
Criticizes Zionism. He feels like they owe him for like, as like, I'm the god, like, oh, try being, anytime you say, oh man, they canceled me, they demonetized me, he'll immediately say, well, we'll try being canceled for 20 years, try having your PayPal, whatever. Like, it's always like a one-up, like, I've been canceled more than you or some other bullshit like that. And the thing is this, right? And this is why so many people in the community dislike him, is because it's always, I've been canceled more than you, I've been doing this longer than you, I'm the originator, blah, 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 all this, right? So I was like, all right, bro, I'll bring you on the podcast. Let's have this discussion, right? Let's bring you on for 9/11, right? So we bring him on for the 9/11 talk. I'm like, you know what, dude, we can make it better. Are you down to debate Destiny? And because my thing is, I'm looking at it like, okay, number one is going to get more views because we already did a whole 9/11 talk already. So I'm like, yo, debate Destiny. Like, 9/11 is your nobody can beat you in this. Like,
Myron is the person I know with the widest gap between whose like political beliefs I respect, which is almost nothing, versus who I respect as an individual and as a man. I feel like he's a really good guy. I you know what? Sometimes I dump on Fresh because I'm like, Myron clearly like has the drive and the work ethic and everything else, and you know, Fresh is there, but he's probably not as driven. But I understand why Myron values the loyalty so much, especially given my life and my career and everything. Like, I understand why Myron is like, listen, like, could I find somebody that, you know, hustles harder, or could I find somebody that contributes more here? Maybe, but like, could I find somebody with the same track record of loyalty and everything? I don't know. Could you? Not sure. I understand why he values it. I get it.
debate Destiny. Like, 9/11 is your nobody can beat you in this. Like, just debate Destiny is going to have a bunch of views. We have like 40,000 people, 30,000 people watching live. Like, it's a whole bunch of eyeballs. So what does Ryan do? He shows up tired as no sleep. He came from Orlando because he had to like get someone to like get him a ride because he couldn't rent a car to come down here and properly get a hotel or whatever. So he comes completely tired, completely unprepared, completely like fatigued, right? And then he's like talking about, oh, well, I took this flight and all this other stuff. And he has all these excuses for why he's tired. So he comes in and he gives a terrible performance. And I'm like, what the right? Because I'm like, bro, like, I hyped up, I was advertising it, I got Destiny here, we got a bunch of people, like, this is a huge opportunity for you. And what does he do? He underperforms and then tries to put the blame on me, like, oh, well, I wasn't prepared and I didn't sleep and all this other. Like, bro, that's not my responsibility. Like, this is your wheelhouse. You've been the one to say that you've studied 9/11 for 20, 30 years. Like, you should be easily able to debate Destiny. Why is it that Nick, you always ridicule and say is stupid, comes in and absolutely destroys Destiny in the debate, and then you come on and you can barely articulate yourself with something that you were supposed to be a subject matter expert in? That's number one. Number two, so he hangs out while we're doing after hours, right? He gets pissed drunk, and he starts flirting with the girls on my team in the background. I really don't want to have to say this, but he starts acting like a weirdo, right? Because he's drunk and acting like a moron, right? A lot of the girls are feeling uncomfortable. So again, I said, yo, Ryan, we'll cover your hotel, blah, blah. But after he did that stupid ass performance and he started making the girls that work with me feel uncomfortable, I was like, I'm not giving you nothing. Like, you came in, you up the show, I gave you a crazy opportunity, you dropped the ball, and you made the girls that work for me feel uncomfortable. Like, they were like, what the while we're doing after hours? Like, they felt super weird. And I was like, then I feel some sense of responsibility because I brought this guy. So I'm like, what the So again, I didn't want to say this because it would make him look bad. But since he wants to go sit here and say I'm a liar, whatever, look, I said yes, I would cover your. But after that performance and you making my employees feel weird, no, man, I'm not giving you. Like, bro, that's not on me. I'm like be a grown man. Like, dude, you're over here like complaining like, oh, you didn't cover my hotel and I didn't sleep and all this other. Like, bro, be a grown man. And this is why you don't do business with brokies, man, because they will always cry and nickel and dime over anything. When in reality, I don't know you anything. And then on top of that, you doing that dumb shit to my employees piss me.
Is it surprising to you that he respects his female employees? You know what? Myron reminds me a little bit of my mom in that I bet Myron could go on like some 20-minute tirade about how lazy and stupid, some demographic of people are, and like just go off in the most racist, unhinged manner possible. But if he was friends with one of them or had one of them as his employee and the guy did good work, I think it would be ride or die. That's just my feeling I get from him.
Me off. Your performance, I brought you in front of a huge creator that you could have totally done a great debate on, and you do some dumb shit. You're half tired, you got drunk as shit, embarrassed yourself in front of my team. It was ridiculous, dude. So no, I'm not gonna pay your shit. Just go back to Orlando. And he ended up going back to Orlando with one of his fans that drove him down because he couldn't afford a hotel. And then he tries to put the blame on me. And it's like, no, dude, you're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass man, dude. That's not my problem. You want to come in here and underperform and do all this dumb shit and then make my employees feel weird? Like, nah, man. So that's what it is. And then he's been butthurt and complaining about that for months, bro. Bad-mouthing me in his Telegram groups, talking shit. People sending me DMs saying, yo, dude, Ryan's saying this about you, saying that about you. And I still sent them a message saying, yo, I want to make it right. We could cover your shit. It's fine, blah, blah, blah. Because I look at it like the people want the content. You guys keep asking me for Ryan Dawson. You guys ask me for RFK Jeff.
Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I see people squander good opportunities. And I'm like looking at them, I'm like, bro, this is literally the opportunity of a lifetime. What the f are you doing? I'm wondering if there's something in their background. Did these people grow up spoiled? Or are these people like antisocial, or is there like autism at play, like actual like some kind of like mental like antisocial thing or whatever? I just don't understand it sometimes. Like there's so Nick like Fuentes. Every time I say this, people interpret this as me trying to like control people. But Fuentes should have been insanely grateful. He should have worked so hard to keep the bridge between us alive instead of like being scornful and dumb about it. Like I was like his last largest link to the world, or like looking at Ryan Dawson and Myron. Like Dawson has been out of the world for years because he's literally banned from everything. He's got no friends. He's got nothing. And then Fresh&Fit basically gave him an opportunity to, be part of the political online world again. And how? What the? Like, how do you something like that up? Ryan Dawson can't get over people getting fame over he's been saying for 10 plus years. It's like Rolo. Yeah, I was just gonna say the exact same thing. He sounds like Rolo. But the problem is he's got like very little charisma. He just hasn't. He should have been I was gonna say he should have been just a writer. His camera presence and everything isn't good at all. Which sounds mean, but I mean I'm evaluating like careers. Like you got to be honest at some point. Like his camera presence isn't good at all. He should just been a writer. But I don't know if his writing is good either. But to try to like segue his conspiratorial stuff into a career, I just don't think he's got the personality for it. Not without putting significant work into it.
I appreciate that, Destiny.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.